Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an experience like no other. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for The Mary D. Show, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. The Mary D. Show brings you powerful insights and inspiring stories from a diverse range of guests. Join our incredible host, Mary D. Welch, as she sits down with thought leaders, business owners, and changemakers, sharing their journeys and successes. From career professionals and entrepreneurs to educators and beauty advisors, Mary D. Welch interviews sports figures and health enthusiasts, offering a platform for extraordinary voices. Explore the world of extraordinary people and places in business and finance, homes and real estate, beauty and wellness, education and empowerment, sports and health, and more. Want to be a guest on the show? Call 619-669-8603 or email mary@marydwelch.com. Visit www.marydwelch.com to learn more.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mary D. Show. Those of you that are new, welcome. Those of you that have been here and you're super fans, welcome to all of you. We're so glad to have you back. I'd like to also thank, before we get started, our executive producer. Hi, babe. That's Oliver. Oliver's in the background, making sure that you have a good show. So I want to thank you for being here today. I know today I'm really excited, but for some reason, I said, I'm looking, our guest hasn't arrived, but I'm not worried. I think it's like anything else. She could be tied up in traffic. It could be anything. Hello. I'd say it's here we go. I saw the message and disappeared. Hi there. Oh, I haven't seen you. How have you been? It's been a long time. All right. I am sitting here. I said, this is what happens. Can you believe this? This is the first time in, I think, 4 years that the guests, I guess, that they can be caught in traffic. It can, hopefully it's nothing serious, but I can tell you right now, these things happen. But what I wanted to ask you guys about, because, you always have to have, I have to have topics, and just in case this happens. Oh, yeah, I changed the time slot. Do you think this is a better time slot? I think it is. I don't know if you guys think it's a better time. I think it's a better time slot. If nobody else thinks it is. Remember, when I was at 1 o'clock, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I was up against Tamron Hall, Jennifer Hudson, Beyond the Gates. They all come on 1 o'clock. And when I really thought about it one day, that's why we started in January. So as many of you probably noticed, the beginning of the show, it didn't change. It still says 1 o'clock, but just so you know, that's just because it just haven't had a chance to change that. But it is now 5:45, and I like it. I like it. I know you're like, why would you like 5:45? To be honest with you, I got a day back. It's like, because remember, it's at 1 o'clock. For me, I start getting ready like 2 to 3 hours before the show starts. So it's at least a couple hours. Now I can start getting ready at 3 o'clock instead of, because remember, we don't come on at 5:45. The guests and I, we're here between 5 and 5:15. So we're here 45 minutes before you guys are. Think about that. Before you ever come on, we're on, and we're getting ready. Oliver's on. He's working on the the lighting and the sound for everybody, and making sure that everything is running smoothly. And you have to have that, a team. It's a team effort. Nobody does this by themselves. At least I'm not saying they don't. I don't. We have. I just say we have a makeup crew. We have all these things going on that you guys don't get a chance to see, but they're going on. I can tell you that for a fact. They're right in the background, so just know that. But what I wanted to talk to you about, and it probably our guests will just have to reschedule. I think I just haven't been able to reach her, but that's okay. Things happen. Life happens. What do we say? Life be lifing. Life be lifing, people. It does. So I'm gonna throw this out there and see how you feel about this. Who, I guess you could say raise your hand. Can't really say raise your hand. I can see it. Just say just say me. Who here believes in miracles? In miracles, just put me in the chat so I know who believes in miracles. And I'm gonna raise my hand because I believe in them. I have witnessed them. I have lived through them. I still believe in their miracles. I still believe in miracles to this day. I've never stopped believing in miracles. I know, but I just wanted to know who here believes in miracles, because that's what we're going to talk about today. What is a miracle? What do you think a miracle is? What do you think it is? What is it? If you, for those of you that believe in them, what was it that made you know that miracles are real? Because some people may say they don't even exist. It's a figment of our imagination that a miracle happens. I definitely know that's not true. I already know that's not true, because miracles have existed in my life. And let me tell you what I feel like a miracle is. A miracle is something it's something you could not have done. You personally could not have made it happen. Now, somebody else may have made it happen, but it wasn't within your power to make this thing happen, whatever it was that you were believing God for a miracle for. Because miracles they're so big. Usually they don't have to be big. Let me go back. They don't have to be, they can be small. But the point is, you could not have done it. That's what a miracle, when it's something, no matter what you do, it would not have been, it would have not been, it couldn't have happened, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what energy you put out there. It had to be a miracle to make that happen. I don't know if I'm making myself clear, but it is so, and I'll be honest, usually when I pray for a miracle, it's always been something, it was virtually impossible. It was impossible. If God wasn't in it, it would not have happened. That's the truth. That's what a miracle to me is. I don't know if anybody else has miracles. I don't see anything in the chat of anybody else have miracles. First of all, what is it? Is what I described. I don't know if you agree with that. It's not, no matter what you do, you could not have done. I'm gonna use the example of illness. Someone is very, very ill, and they literally are, they think they're not long for this world. But in your prayers, believing God can heal them, and they heal. It wasn't for you. In other words, nothing you did would have changed that. So it had to be a power outside of you to change that person's illness, or to get where they could live on. Okay, that's a miracle, because otherwise, I'm really saying they would have passed on had it not been for the intervention. Usually, I'll say of God, if God had not intervened and gave that person more time or more years. That's what a miracle is. So just know, I think that's what it is. I mean, you could have your own definition of it. I don't think there's anything, set in stone on there. What do you think it is the question. That's why I'm asking you. What do you think a miracle is? And I haven't seen any responses come in yet. Or did I? I shouldn't say that. Oh, I said, Charles, you said not for you on the time. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, Charles. I'm going to tell you, honestly, this is about the time. When it occurred to me that 1 o'clock, think about it. For a lot of people, they're at work. Other people can be in school. 1 o'clock it was an okay time, but I think this is better. I think it's a better time. Hi, Jazzy. Hi, sweetheart. That's my beautiful niece from Atlanta. She is a super fan. Hi, Jazzy. She is here at every show. So thank you, Jazzy. So we're talking about miracles, sweetheart. What's a miracle? That's what we're talking about. What is it to you? I've described what it is to me. What I've said is a miracle is something no matter what you do, you cannot perform the miracle. It has to come from outside of you. That's the best way I can describe it. To me, it doesn't come from you. It has to come from it, and it has to be, and it can be a small miracle. It can be a bit medium size, be a big miracle. Sometimes we pray for things we may not even know that that's what you're praying for. You're praying for a miracle. You're praying for a miracle. That's what the prayer is. You're just saying, Lord, I need a miracle. Because if you don't, I mean, how many times have we not said that? I don't know about you, but I know I've said it. That Lord, I need you to perform a miracle here. I can't, of my own will, I don't have whatever it is I need to make this happen. Because if I had it to make it happen, it wouldn't be a miracle. If I could do it, but a lot of times we can't do it. You cannot do it. And Oliver knows this. I think I'd shared. Oh no, I did. I know I shared this with him. Years ago, I was single for almost 15 years. I'd been widowed, and I was single for about 15 years. And I said, Lord, I don't know how will I know that this man is my husband? And I said, I tell you, Lord, I would like a black man that speaks Spanish. Now Oliver didn't know that, and Oliver's fluent in Spanish, by the way. But he didn't know that. He didn't know that that was a criteria that I had for a husband, because I wanted to know that that was the right person for me. And I didn't know how to know that. I didn't know how to get there. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hello, Cherry. He says you have to find your sweet spot. Okay, for the miracle. Is that what we're talking about, the miracle? I tell you, and it is really, like I said, it's of your own. No matter, and I say this, I don't care what you do. You are not the miracle. You are, in my opinion, praying for the miracle, but it's only your prayers that can make the miracle happen. Let me say that. No matter what you physically do, you can't make the miracle happen. Let's see. Let me go. I didn't put your names up here. Let me make sure I get everybody's name up here. He said, Charles said, not for me. And this Jazzy says, sweet. He says, sweet king. I don't know if that's who you're talking about, your uncle. And this is Jazzy said, sweet auntie. Oh, you're so sweet. That's my beautiful niece, all the way from Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. And Jazzy, I didn't see what you said right here. You said, let me get this, make sure we put this up. And she says, to finish throughout today and enter into a new day. All right, Jazzy. I tell you, she is definitely the philosopher. Go ahead, Jazzy. Let's see. She is, and then you have to find your sweet spot. Okay. You tell me. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. I'm here every Monday, 5:45. Mary D show is live at 5:45. I don't know why I do that little day. Like I said, I make myself laugh. Live at 5:45 every Monday. You can meet right here. So, any suggestions on the miracles, ladies and gentlemen? If we be honest, let me just tell you all the truth. It is a miracle that we are even here. It's like 1 billion and something to 1. The numbers are so astronomical that we are even here on this planet. It's in the billions to 1 that we would even have the opportunity to spend this time on the planet. And I say spend this time because we all know there's an expiration date to this. We're here today. Some people, we don't know. We may be gone tomorrow. We have no idea. So, as they say, here today, gone tomorrow is very real. So, but I'm gonna get back to the miracle. What is a miracle? What is a miracle? What is a miracle to you? Or what do you think of it? Have you ever experienced something? Have you ever experienced something, a miracle in your life, where it was no way something was supposed to happen, and then it happened? I'm using illness but maybe it's, maybe you wanted a car and somebody gave you a car. Anybody experienced that before? You needed a car. Maybe you had some money, maybe you had no money, but you needed a car. And out of the blue, somebody just gives you a car. And a good running car. Anybody experience things like that? This is real stuff. I know I've talked to people and people have given them a house, given it to them. Say, here's a house, you can have it. That's right. That's a miracle. They didn't do anything for it. They didn't ask for it. They didn't beg for it. They didn't do any of that. The person just said, here's a house. So you just never know. So I think that would line up with a miracle, that somebody would just go out of their way and give you a house. So those kind of things do happen though. So is there a miracle that you've experienced? Anybody here experienced a miracle? You prayed for something and God answered that prayer for whatever it was. Anybody it could be, this is what, there's a saying, as long as there are final exams, there'll always be prayer in schools. You know what that means? Them kids are praying over that test because they know they probably didn't study as much as they needed to or should, or all those things. Probably not. Anybody have any miracles they want to share with us? Anything that is a miracle that they want to share? Anybody? Oh, okay. Here we go. Cherry says, a miracle is generally understood as an extraordinary event or extraordinary event that goes beyond normal natural laws and is often seen as an act of divine power or intervention. Correct. You didn't do it. You couldn't do it. That's what it is, really. There was nothing in your power that could have produced that effect. Nothing that you said or did or anything like that. That's a miracle. That's thank you, Cherry. That's a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. So keep that in mind I would say this. I used to think there was a limit, like, okay, you can pray for this or pray for that, and then you can only get so many prayers in type thing. Then it occurred to me, there is no limit. There's no limit. No limit. All the limits that we put on ourselves. Nobody's putting limits on us. But we do it. We say, oh, that's it. I got right here, and I don't want to go any further. I don't want to do this, whatever the case, that is for you. But the point is, we put limits on ourselves. Nobody's putting limits on us. So that's what you want to keep in mind. And Jazzy said a miracle. I'm putting everything up. Okay, there it is. It says, a miracle is a blessing that we all go far in life. Thank you, Jazzy. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. The miracle is a blessing, and it is. Because some of you may say, somebody here is probably saying, what is that? What is a miracle? I don't know what that is. I don't know what you mean by that. Let me ask you this, ladies and gentlemen. Is there something in your life, or anyone this is for someone who has never experienced a miracle, that you were believing God to do and it didn't happen? Has that ever happened? Something you're believing God for and it did not happen. I'll give you an example. Maybe you wanted to go to a certain college, or you wanted to, and you didn't get accepted to that school. You end up going to another college. Now, that may not have been a miracle, but sometimes I think your steps are being redirected to another location, another place. That's what I think. They're being redirected. So there's somebody you're supposed to meet at the campus that you're at, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was all the way, think about this. I was in Washington, D.C., at a conference. The lady behind me, who I have never met, she's never met me, and we just started talking. And then she exchanged information with me. She gave me her email and her cell, and she just said, call me. And I did. And I needed help with the situation, and she gave me a referral. She told me, go talk to this person. Go talk to him. And I'm just saying, it's taking me, this happened, when did this happen? Last year. But now we've made a connection with this. Now, the truth be told, I don't even know that I would have connected with the lady had it not been that I was at the conference. So, and that conference was 3,000 miles away. So had I been home, the chances are I wouldn't have made that connection. That's really a miracle. Because I went to the conference, but I didn't go looking for this, by the way. I didn't go looking for that. That's kind of different. A sweet spot talking about your time. Oh, oh, you talking about the time slot? I know. I like it. I like having this show on. The only thing is, I'm gonna tell you guys, the only thing about having this show, we're changing the subject really quickly, is that I have meetings. That's the only thing. I have a meeting after this show. I have a meeting right after the show. So that's I butt up against my Monday meetings. Other than that, it's been perfect for me. I like it. I like the time slot. I like the time. I like everything about it. So I doubt that we're gonna. Well, I know we're not gonna go back to 1:00 because it was 1:00 was too. It was too much going on at 1:00 on that TV. Okay, 2, find one special person to bring into your life. Wow, thank you, Jazzy. Okay, to bring into your life one special person. You don't need 10. I'm telling you, don't want. 10 is a lie anyway. But yes, thank you, Jazzy. So anybody else on what is a miracle? What is a miracle been for your life? Or some of you may have experienced it, or maybe you haven't. You just haven't had a need to experience in your life. At this point in life, I'm speaking for me. I've been through so much until I can't. If somebody asked me one day, they said, "Why don't you write a book?" And I said, "Because I'll cry. I will cry. Not the situation, not anything else. I will cry if I sit down and go over all the things because it's so much." And at the same time, I said, "Oh well." And then I talk to other people, and they've been through stuff too. Oh, you have to leave, Charles. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Charles. Good to see you. Always good to see you. So yeah, just give me a call tomorrow. It's fine. But yes. And I just spoke to a lady earlier today, and I said, "Do you know if you put your problems on the table, and everybody else put their problems and issues on the table, you probably take yours back. You probably would." Oops, my phone is ringing, ladies and gentlemen, and that is our illustrious guest. Oops, what did I do with it? Oh, I dropped my phone. Yep, hold on. Yes. Are you backstage? That is our guest. I told you it's gonna be something. Remember I said it's gonna be something pressing, but that's okay. She's getting ready to log on now. But that's okay. But while she's doing that, let me go on and read her bio to you, ladies and gentlemen. So we can kill two birds with one stone here. Let me read her bio so you can get an idea of who we have in the room tonight. So her name uh, is Dr. Kelli DuCloux. And here we go. And I'll tell you some things about her so you can get an idea. Okay. Now, Dr. Kelli, I call her Dr. Kelli. I mean, it's DuCloux too, but I call her Dr. Kelli. She is a former classroom teacher who taught all subjects and levels from kindergarten through college. Dr. Kelli DuCloux recognized early on that traditional career paths often limit financial freedom. Her mission now is to help individuals create financial freedom, economic safety, and generational wealth through strategic investing. Known for her ability to make complex financial concepts easily understandable, Dr. Kelli combines market strategy with insights into mindset, identity, and the psychology of money, empowering everyday people to build substantial wealth. Her recent accomplishments include being featured on her own episode of Women in Power, traveling to her 68th country. Oh, hold on. Let's see. She's good. Oh, okay. Just a minute. I have to send her another link. Just a second. Upon to 68 countries. Where am I? And publishing her 32nd book, The New Psychology of Money and Wealth, available on Amazon. So before I bring it, Dr. Kelli helps people understand that wealth is not just about money, it's about identity, impact, and alignment. So let me give that information to you. And now what I'm going to do, I need to see to get her link for the show. Just a second, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, you can still tell me about miracles. Miracles, ladies and gentlemen. What in your life has been a miracle? Because I think we can sometimes, we take it for granted. We think, oh, everybody knows what a miracle is. Or, it's not, or if it happens, we kind of push it aside. We don't always recognize when it is a miracle. I think we think that, oh, it just happened. It's no big deal. But I have found, truthfully, it is a big deal. A miracle is a big deal because in my opinion, it reaffirms that your faith. It reaffirms to me. I'll speak for me. It reaffirms that God is listening. That's what I say. That's what it reaffirms to me. So I am going through here and get Dr. Kelli and get her on the show. Because she's like, I can't find it. I was like, it's okay. We're going to find it. Here it is right here. So I would tell you, if you haven't experienced it, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. You can still, it's not like you can't, you can still experience it. You can. I mean, if it's something near and dear to you, that's what I think it is too. Is it something that you really desire? Then that's what you want to believe for. That's what you want to I say pray on. And it should be something good or kind, that kind of thing. Not anything that's detrimental or anything like that. You want something that's positive, I'll say. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just a second. We're going to get this together. There we go. Okay. But yes. So, on miracles, I actually remember someone keeping a book that they were actually writing down when a miracle happened in their life. I'll be honest, I haven't done that, but I could see why you would do that. I could see why people would keep track of miracles. Oh, this Elaine, you would know about miracles, that's for sure. For Jazzy's comment is always having family and friends to share your life with. Come on, Jazzy. That's a miracle and a blessing. It is to have that. And Elaine, how are you? Hello, Mary. I'm glad I'm able to join today. Missed hearing your voice for sure. Elaine, I'm going to tell you, I miss you too. It's good to see you. Always good to see you. I keep saying I'm going to make it to the WAG meeting, but I'm always so busy. I just haven't been able to make it, but I'm gonna have to go back, at least say hi or something like that. So we'll see. We shall see. So, okay. But we will be having our guests come on. Um, Dr. Kelli was a teacher, and is this when I was reading her bio, in kindergarten through college, she's taught. So she's taught all those different levels. Let me see. Check your email. Hold on. Just a second. And I make sure she does. There we go. Just wanted to make sure she got that. So she'll be coming in. But think about this, and changed her life by she, to my knowledge, it's she worked, or she learned about the stock market. So I don't think that's the only place she's learned about how to grow wealth and everything, but I think it's one of the places. I think another is, if I'm not mistaken, I think she invested in real estate early on in real estate. But I do know she definitely, and she'll talk to you about that, of how to invest in the stock market and have your money grow there. And she's actually going to offer a special class just for you guys. And in the class, she's reducing the price just because you're here today, and you can come. And I think the class is this Saturday, and she's going to talk about how, let's say you have, this is what she shared with me. She said, if you have $800, which I thought was relatively not low, but it wasn't a lot that they're asking. And she said, you can invest with as low as $800 and make that into something substantial. So those of you, if you have $800, then you definitely want to stay and learn how to do that, or come to her class this Saturday. And I'll be putting the link in there. Oh, she hasn't popped in yet. I don't know. I went to her as far as I know. Let me see. So give me a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at the caller. Oh, she said, check your email. She's checking it now. But I'm looking to see if she's popping in. So we're going to have to come back and have Dr. Kelli come on again, because she's so full. She's so knowledgeable about so many things. But definitely want to share with you, those of you that would be interested. Maybe you have a 401k and you want to grow that, or you have some money in a savings account, or you are you're investing in different stocks, whatever, then that could be something you might be interested in. So she definitely is going to share that with you, how she was able to not depend on the pension from a teacher's, but to grow it into something very substantial. Not only did she do it, she's shown other people how to do it too. I called one of her mentees, and I asked him how was it working with Dr. Kelli, and he said, well, in one day, oops, she's saying, I think she can't get on. Hold on. Nothing came through. Okay, got it. So let me see. This is what the problem is. Okay, so just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're having technical difficulties, as they say. Here we go. Okay, let me get this, and I will be right back. And it is okay. Okay, let me see. Here we go. And here we go. We're going to try this. So, sorry about this. You know, this is the first time I think this has happened. That's hard to believe. And we're talking about, I don't even know how many shows now. I think I'm at like 260 or something like that. It may be even 300. But for this to be the first time in 300 shows, I can't even believe it. That's really saying a lot, truthfully. We've been blessed. We've been blessed. We haven't had too many problems, you know. I mean, every now and then, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, but it happens. This happens. But you'll be blessed. I can tell you. Thank you for those of you that have remained, and you really want to hear what she has to say. Like I said, when I talked with her, she said, she goes, Mary, you have $800 and I can help you grow that. I'm like, okay, I'm interested. So just like, so anytime you can invest $1,000 and you're getting, I don't, she didn't say what you would get back. She didn't, you can't make promises with investing. Let's just be honest. Um, Especially with this volatile market. This is a volatile market. Oh, let me let her know I did send it already. I didn't say that. Let me see. I hope I didn't miss a letter or something. Because if I did, she's not going to make it in, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to reschedule for her to come back. Any other comments about miracles before we go on? Any other comments? And I want to thank those of you that have already subscribed to the show. Thank you. If you haven't, you can subscribe, and that way you'll get notified every time we go live, and you'll get a notification. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. Oh, okay, now. Okay, got you. She said she got it, so she'll be coming in any second. So I've already read her bio, so you get a chance to know who she is. And we are very honored to have her. She's a very, very busy lady. Always on the go. She, as it said in her bio, she's traveled to 68 countries. I haven't even been off 50 states, much less 68 countries. But I've been to enough of them to know that's a feat to go to 68 for sure. So just know that she's very well traveled, and she actually does not live in the United States proper any longer. She actually, but that's not unusual now. How many times I talk to people that have moved out of the country for whatever the reason, and they live in Mexico, or they live in Panama, or they live somewhere other than in the United States, and that's always fascinating to me. But this is where I was raised, so I'll be right here. I'm not one to leave, and no, I'll probably be here. So, but I can't. I mean, everybody has their own path. That's what I say. Everybody has to live life that works for them, and that's what you want to do. What life works for you. So, but yes, remember, ladies and gentlemen, miracles are every single day. We are walking miracles, each and every one of us. We are a walking miracle. The fact that we are here at this point in time on this planet is a miracle. It's a miracle. So don't ever think that, oh, I never seen a miracle. I don't know what a miracle looks like. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You are a miracle. You're here. You're here. You're blessed. You, as they say, you made it. You made it. That in itself, just being on this. Think about when I think about planet Earth, and I think about how perfect everything is. There's no, I mean, that we can have air. You never see oxygen, that we have air to breathe. Just go along with that. You don't see it, but you breathe it every day. All of these things, to me, prove that there's a God, to be honest with you. There's a God. There is a God. Now, those of you that say there isn't, you can believe what you want to believe. How do you think that the air exists? It just exists? I'm just like, okay. And that everything is in a perfect balance. The earth is so far from the sun, so far from the moon. Everything is so perfectly balanced. It's just, yes. And I often think that we are sitting on a ball and there's nothing holding us up. Nothing. It's not like a magical string holding this earth up. Nothing. But we're sitting here and we depend on it. We depend on the sunrise and sunset and the moon. We depend the stars in the sky. We depend on everything being that way. Oops, I hope she doesn't get lost. I think something happened. Okay. I don't know. I don't see her. So we're probably going to have to reschedule her to come back on another day, because we're at 6:24 and we only have a few minutes of time. Oh, she made it in. Okay. She made it. I just said that she's probably not going to make it.
Everybody. How you doing?
Kelli, how are you?
I am doing blessed. Thank you. How about yourself?
I'm fine. No complaints. No complaints.
Good, good,
I
good,
read
good.
your bio, and I was telling everyone about how you were a teacher. Not that you're not a teacher now, but you taught kindergarten through college.
Yes, yes.
Decided for yourself that a teacher's pension wasn't going to do it.
Yes. That part.
Well, why don't you share with us how that journey went?
Sure. Absolutely. So while I was teaching over in California, I'm in Puerto Rico now, but while I was teaching in California, I started seeing, it's kind of like one of the gifts I have is kind of seeing through the matrix.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of was like, okay, this is not going to work for me because I see the new clientele of students that are showing in my classroom. And I kind of was able to look into the future and say, okay, this is not going to be good, and that was back in, I think, 2015 or 2016.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, this isn't going to work for me. And I actually love teaching and I wanted to retire. I did, I love what I do. I love teaching. I slipped and fell into teaching. Okay. So when I was at UCLA, I was supposed to be, how your parents tell you what you're supposed to be.
Right.
So they told me I was supposed to be a medical doctor.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I was studying to be a brain surgeon. My major was psychobiology.
Wow.
And so I was studying to be a brain surgeon, and I finished UCLA. And in the meantime, while I was waiting to take the MCAT, the medical college admissions test, a second time, I said, well, let me go ahead. The student loan people came for me. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get a job. And so Los Angeles Unified School District was hiring science teachers on emergency credential. So I got my first job teaching in South Central, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I remember saying I would do this for free. That's how much I loved it. Yes. I had to call my mom and dad, have that conversation. I'm not going to be that brain surgeon y'all wanted. It we good? And thank God my mom was like, you know what? Do what makes you happy. So praise God. So anyway, I shared that with you to show how I love teaching so much that I literally thought that I was going to do it forever. But I realized, you know what? One of these kids is going to cause me to go to jail because these kids is new. They don't respect authority. The parents don't care. And I just saw it coming. So anyway, I said, okay, I got to figure out something, because we still got bills to pay, So I started doing Amazon e-commerce. And I started that, and I think it was like with $800. And I said, well, let me just see what's going to happen. And do you know, I took that $800 and flipped it to six figures in 14 months.
Wow.
And then a mutual friend, Jerry Green, he said, you need to teach this to other people. So I started teaching it to other people. And then after that, I got back into the stock market because I learned how to do stock market 30 years ago. All right. And And when I got back into it, I was like, okay, let me, multiple streams of income. Right. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing my Amazon e-commerce. Let me just get on back into that, and go. And that is actually what stopped me from doing anything. I got tunnel vision. I got, I just went all in with it. And now I have my company, Stock Options Trading Academy. That's my company now. And I teach other people how to do it. And now I live on the beach in Puerto Rico, and I'm just enjoying life. Okay. Been to my 70th country. I literally take my phone and show people I'm in Ecuador and I just made $200. I'm in Saudi Arabia. I just made $800. I'm in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to show people how easy it is and help them get to their freedom, because we are so stuck and brainwashed, into here's your box.
Yeah.
Fit in this box and don't get out this box until you're 72 and you retire.
Wow.
And I'm trying to help people get out of the box. And again, the idea is if I can teach you how to make the same amount of money by punching some buttons on your phone, and you're like, oh my God, I just made $182. You know what I'm saying? Like I just had a client who took my beginner's course on March 25th.
Right.
And she sent me receipts today showing that she had made $178 today after taking the beginner's course 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's but you did, like you said, you have receipts from your students.
I don't say no. One thing, when you get a doctorate degree, they instill in you. You cannot say the sky is blue unless you found 30 people ahead of you that said the sky is blue and you refer to them. So because of my training, I literally can't. I cannot say anything unless I can point to it and say, up. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's my training, you know.
Okay.
So
we have many questions from our audience because and we have, let me see, was that you, Elaine? Okay. No, I think Jazzy said she's glad to meet you. They've been hearing.
Jazzy, how you doing?
I was teaching on, I was talking about miracles, and I was talking about
Amen.
Miracle. Did you know what a miracle? That kind of thing. That's what we're talking about.
Good.
Here, because let's just be honest. You didn't go from just a teacher salary. You went to millionaire status, and that's where people need to hear that, because otherwise they don't really understand what you've been able to do in a relatively short amount of time. I'll say
right.
But it was primarily stocks, was it, or is it
stock options? Yeah, stock options. Yeah.
And I wanted to put that link in there, but you know what? I think you texted to me, but I forgot. I wanted to put it in here, but I tell you what I will do. I will email it out for those of you that might be interested, because this is really a big. I mean, for those, and the regular price was how much for it?
The regular price is $750. $750. But what I will do for your audience is I will discount it down to $499. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So those of you, and you could, you know what? You can put the link in there. Hold on. You can put it.
Okay, cool. Let me grab it right now. Let me grab it.
And we're gonna put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that this is a stock option day class.
Stock options. It is,
It's the 1-day beginners class.
It is the beginners class. Yes, ma'am. Let me drop it. Let me find the chat over here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I just dropped it in the chat.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That's not the discounted link. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold, please. I want to make sure I give y'all the discounted link. Hold on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, and you can go, and now if you don't get the link, those of you, you know how to contact me or send me an email, mary@marydwelch.com, and I'll get the email if you didn't click the link or after the show or anything like that. But I will be sending it out again, and I have an email going out today actually, because it's going to be candidate forum, and I'll be sending this out too. I'll send it at the top of the candidate forum so you can sign up for those of you that would like to sign up for it. So we'll do it. It's regularly $750, and you're offering it to, if you're here today or you came through the show, for $499. So you get $250 discount for it.
Absolutely.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, you have any interest in additional income, and who doesn't? I went to the gas station this morning. I put in $50, and the hand went to half a tank.
Wow!
It just it barely hit that. I said, "Now this does not make any sense."
And it's not gonna get no better. It's not. Okay, let me make sure this link is good before I drop it in, and make sure I got the discount on there. Okay, cool. I do. All right, I'm dropping that one in the chat right now.
Okay.
All right, cool. Good. So one thing that hit me just last night, I saw a video from another sister, and she was saying, and she's younger. Okay, I don't know her. And she was saying that she actually likes the fact that she trades and she is alone. Now, I found that interesting because I also know it was a generation thing because she's younger. Us and we want the community. We want the community. Okay. Right. But here's the thing that really made me think about it after I was reading the comments from people that put in her video. And what the people in the one lady in the comments said this. She said, yes, not only is it kind of lonely, but there are no biases against us as. Wow. And I said, you know what? With them firing 380,000 Black women in 2025, we need to be trading. We need to be trading because we don't have to worry about microaggressions, macroaggressions. We don't have to worry about none of that bias, racism, whatever. It's just you and your phone and the stock charts, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to go put no gas in no car. You ain't got to do no commute. You ain't got to deal with no crazy boss and or co-workers. It is you and your screen. And if you happen to be in a community like mine, you have a community. You know, it just depends on which way you want to go. I pride myself on having a solid community because my clients make money together. Like every Friday we make money. We literally have a party called the Just Got Paid Party every single Friday. Wow. And we've been doing it for 16 months. Every Friday for 16 months. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. You know, everybody on the party has made money and it's absolutely amazing, you know. So yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you right now, I am definitely joining. So just so you know, I've been impressed anyway. I've been following Dr. Kelli and just so excited for you. And really, I've been so impressed by everything you've been doing. I really have. So I'll be there on Saturday. So if those of you that want to join, you need to come click the link. Now, I didn't see the link in the chat. Is it already in there?
Oh, did it go through?
I don't know.
Did it go through? Chat with everyone in the studio.
I want to make sure. Do you guys see it? Because I didn't.
And let me clarify. This is a beginner's training. So this is going to be a tutorial. Okay. Yeah, so it's as soon as you buy it, you're going to get the tutorial immediately in your inbox. You watch the video, make sure you understand it, and then you can start moving forward with it. So yes, it's not going to be the Saturday training. That one is that training on Saturday is current price is $19.95 on that one. But this one is a beginner's training to help you at least make your very first trade. And I actually got a text from a sister, and she texted me today, and she said, "Where is it?" She said, she sent me her receipts. She sent me her receipts right there, you know. So on this one, she made $97 on that one, and she traded, what stock was it? Love, which is Southwest Airlines. Right. And then on her second one, she traded Delta Airlines. Let me pull that one up. Delta Airlines. And she made a profit of $82 on this one. And she got the beginner's course that I just gave to you guys on discount. So as you can see, she's up $100-something, and she only paid what for the course after 2 weeks? So basically, probably within a month, probably less than that, but definitely within a month, her class is going to be free. And now she got the knowledge.
That you can't argue that. And I think for a lot of people, they're still working. They're still, you know, people are. I mean, some I'm sure some aren't. But this is an additional income. And nowadays, I've talked to people. They're not working 2 jobs. They're working 3 jobs.
Wow.
Think about that. 3 jobs. Yep. I went to a conference 2 weeks ago. The lady sitting next to me had just received a pink slip. And I'm sitting at the conference. And I think she was still in shock, honestly. She was just like, "You're not going to believe this. I just got pink slip." It didn't even happen to me. And I'm in shock. Because now what? And she said, I have a job until I guess June the 1st or whatever, or maybe July 1st, I guess. So after July 1st, she does not have a paycheck.
And and all of us need something, a skill set that pays us. We all have a phone, and all you need is a skill set on how to use the phone correctly. We all can text, and we can all play games, and we can all make a phone call. But do you know how to punch the right buttons on the right app so that you can get in here. And at the end of the day, I made $100. I mean, you know what? I was talking to my community and I told them, I said, do you guys realize that if you just made $45 a day, just $45, that's an extra $900 in a month.
Wow.
Just $45.
That's life-changing. That is life-changing.
Absolutely. And you ain't left the house. You ain't done nothing. You sitting at home chilling. I got a lady who tells me, she said, I sit in my bed, Dr. Kelly, and I just scroll. I was like, I'm so proud of you, girl. Hercules. Yes.
But what you're really saying, this is not hard. You just got to learn.
It's not. My oldest client is 70. Miss Barbara, I think is 74. And she sent me a receipt for $8,600.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Wow.
So
she lives over in LA.
Does she? This is why I wanted you guys to really get a chance to meet her, because you can tell her energy is contagious. Because she really, what she said, you don't have to struggle. You don't have to live from paycheck to paycheck. These are choices that we thought we had to make. And you're saying you don't have to live like this.
That's correct.
That's correct. What I think we need to, like I said, I'll be there. So if anybody else wants to join on Saturday,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen. And so for that class, it's regularly $1,900.
Okay, yeah. So for the Saturday class, let me break that class down so maybe make sure we understand. So the beginners class is the what do I do? What app do I do? What buttons do I push? How do I manipulate the app? Show me what to do, Dr. Kelly. That's the beginners class. Right. Okay. The class on Saturday, that one gives you an entire strategy. I call them recipes. Okay. And so, because everybody understands, recipe. Oh, okay, cool. If I want a German chocolate cake, I need to go ask grandma for the recipe. And then I need to follow the recipe so that when I'm done, I have a German chocolate cake and not lasagna. Right? Okay. So that's how I teach. And the reason why I started doing that real quick before I get more into the information of Saturday is when I first started doing the stock market, I did not know how to read stock charts. I didn't know how to read all that stuff. I was like, I don't know how to read all that. And I kept saying to myself, where can I find somebody that can teach this? Right? So look at this right here. Check this out. This right here. I was sitting here when I first got into it. I did not know how to read this language.
Right.
Okay. And I said to myself, there are got to be other people who want to invest in the stock market, but don't know how to read this language.
Right.
Right. So that's why I started coming from the teacher perspective. And I said, okay, I've taught kindergarten through college. Let me use all my teacher methodologies so that I can show somebody else how to bypass knowing how to do that. Okay, bypass this, but still be able to make money in the stock market. Right. So that's why I came up with recipes. I call them strategies. Okay. Because I figure if I broke it down, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Step 4, look at the money in your account. If I could do that and create different recipes, then people were like, okay, I know how to follow instructions. I can make the money. Right. Okay. So the class on Saturday is not just a beginner's class. Now, can beginners take it? Absolutely. Because again, I teach everything from kindergarten to college. I know how to take calculus and teach to a 6-year-old. So I always break stuff down so that people, all they got to do is follow instructions. So if you're good at following instructions, you can take the class. What does the class include? You're going to get the information for beginners, but on top of that, you're going to get an actual recipe that you can duplicate. Wow. And it's a recipe that is an easy recipe. Like literally, I'm going to train your eye what to look for. And if I taught it to any 7-year-old, they'd be like, oh, okay, I know what to look for. It's going to be that easy. Okay.
Wow.
So you're going to get the recipe, the steps of the recipe.
Mhm.
You're going to get the beginner's training. So that way you know what to do, right? And you're going to know, okay, cool. What app, what, all that kind of stuff, right? And on top of that, I'm going to give you specific stocks to use the recipe with.
Right.
That way you're not sitting here like, okay, I understand the steps, but I still need to go to the store and get some paprika. I need to go to the store and get some chocolate. No, I give you everything you need. So it's like a whole thing in a box.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
I'll
So
tell
that's
you,
the
ladies and gentlemen.
class.
And you know, Dr. Kelly, though I really want to go on, we're actually out of time.
Oh no, I get it. No worries. I'm glad I was able to get on.
I'm hoping you can come back again. But
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, you can send me an email, mary@marydwelch.com. mary@marydwelch.com. I want to thank you, Dr. Kelly. I know we didn't get enough of you today, but you'll come back in the future and we can go over this again and bring our audience into exactly not only what you do, but how you do it. So
yes, for sure. It would be my pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, this is our show for today. We'll see you next Monday with the gentleman from the movie Coach Carter. This is the man the movie is by. His name is Coach Carter, but this is the real gentleman that wrote the movie, and he didn't star in it. I think Samuel L. Jackson starred in it. He'll be the next guest next Monday. I love you all. I'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.